I seen a creator on here talking about people need to stop moving and bouncing around. That's why the rent high.
So when I was young, dumb, and broke in like 2016, I lived in Atlanta, which is the first red flag. And I lived off Memorial Drive. If you know, you know. But again, I was young, dumb, and broke. I was actually young, dumb, broke, and pregnant. But one of the selling points of this unit was that it had a washer and dryer hookup. Come to find out, nobody else in that entire building had actually ever put a washer and dryer into the unit, even though like one of their big selling points was that they had a washer and dryer in the unit. And one thing about me is that I will never again go to the laundromat. I will wash my clothes in the tub if I have to. As it got closer and closer to the time where I was due to have my son, my husband figured out a way to get us a washer and dryer, even though we were young, dumb, and broke. I was so freaking grateful for that. We hooked everything up, started using appliances, and like just a couple days into using it, poor downstairs neighbor comes in, knocks on our door, and he says, I just need to let you know that every single time you run your washer and dryer, all of the water that is draining from the washing machine is just pouring into my house downstairs. And he also had a newborn. So we felt so bad for that at the time. So we had to stop using our brand new appliances. And immediately I'm calling the front office and maintenance and letting them know what the issue is. That's when we found out that they didn't even have, like they had the hookups like on the wall, but they had none of the plumbing hooked up to the washer and dryers in the units because everybody there was too poor to afford to have the washer and dryer in the units, which is wild because we had a massive apartment complex. I don't know if it was like just our building or the whole thing, but that was crazy. Every single day I'm calling and emailing, fix it, fix it, fix it. So finally, they send somebody over to fix this for us. And of course, they do it like when we're at work for the day. So we just come home like, hey, we sent someone to fix it today. Thank goodness we can use our appliances. The way that they had to fix this problem was they had to put a gigantic hole in our dining room wall to get to the inside so they could put the plumbing in to fix this issue because it didn't even exist in the building before. And so they put a hole about that big in our wall to fix the problem. That's fine. That's you gotta do what you gotta do. Except for they didn't fix the hole, and the hole went all the way through to the neighbor's house on the other side. And it was so large we could have passed a Thanksgiving turkey through it to the other side and just shared a meal every single night. Not only did the people who came to fix it not report to the office like, hey, in order to fix this, we had to put a hole in these people's entire wall. But then when I let the office know that's what was done, they didn't believe me. And so another month at this point, I have a newborn. So then I have to take photographic evidence and I have to email them. And like, that can't be that bad. It is that bad. Talking to the managers change over. Someone else has a job. For 3 months, we had a hole in our wall so big our neighbors could have been coming over to watch our TV and then just going back before we got home for the day, and we wouldn't have been in the midst of this back and forth of having to prove that there is a hole in our unit and that it is unsafe. Mind you, at the same time that this is happening with the plumbing, with the hole in the wall, our electricity will not stay on for more than 30 minutes at a time because of some kind of issue with the electricity, and we would have to go down a flight of stairs outside to the outside of the house and trip the breaker every 30 minutes during the day if we wanted to run any of our appliances. So this had been happening for quite a long time. We call maintenance, they say they fix it, they didn't fix it. In the midst of all this, lease renewal season comes. And another thing about me, I hate moving. I hate moving. If I can stay, I'll stay. They tell me that they are raising our rent $250 a month in a unit that has a hole in the wall that we could play soccer through. After that, when we did move out, they tried to put a $2,500 collection on my credit for a whole another issue, and I fought it and I won, and that's a story for another day. But that is why people are moving and not keeping their leases at POS apartments.